How American sushi is different from Japanese sushi. You probably think sushi is Japanese. That's technically true, of course. But unless you live in Japan, your sushi is American. Sushi only gained global popularity after it was adopted by the US. Most sushi places in the world follow American standards, and it's not just about the ingredients. Here are the main differences. 1. There are no sushi restaurants in Japan. In Japan, sushi is served at a sushi bar. You eat it at the counter. There's usually no menu. You just ask for whatever's fresh today. Some places will have tables for bigger groups. These typically serve families and tourists. In the US, proper sushi bars are rare. They're mostly found in cities with large Japanese populations. There are also budget-friendly sushi options in both the US and Japan. These are conveyor belt restaurants or prepackaged sushi. 2. Japanese sushi chefs are specialized professionals. In Japan, sushi chefs apprentice when they're young. Making sushi is a lifelong profession. The role of a sushi chef is not only to make sushi, he must also interact with his guests. It's more like a bartender in America. In the US, sushi chefs are merely there for the job. You will likely see them busy behind the counter, but most customers will usually opt for a table anyway. 3. Sushi sets are not a thing in Japan. With no menu to choose from, you need to speak to the chef. You strike up a conversation and discuss today's catch. When you order, you typically choose one or a few pieces at a time. A whole platter of sushi is a sacrilege to Japanese chefs. The rice dries out and the fish oxidizes once it's served. You can only truly enjoy it one piece at a time. In the US, the menus are overwhelmingly extensive. It's more about what's on the menu than what's fresh today. Ordering a huge varied sushi set is the norm. 4. Rolls are not sushi and don't come from Japan. Sushi rolls are an American creation from the 1960s. So is rolling the rice on the outside instead of nori. Japan does have rolls, but they're very different. First of all, they always have nori on the outside. Second, they're never called sushi. The correct name is maki. There are various kinds: hosumaki, futamaki, temaki, etc. Each of them has one single ingredient rolled in. Maki are not served in restaurants. They're only sold in supermarkets and train stations. It's a kind of fast food for bento boxes, not a delicacy. In the US, sushi rolls are packed with a variety of fish, veggies, and cheese. Americans also use strong-tasting sauces. In Japan, you'll never find fried, spicy, or avocado-stuffed rolls. 5. Japanese sushi is always bite-sized. They're supposed to be small, almost tiny. Americans prefer massive bites. There's even a burrito-sized sushi, called the sushirito. 6. Japanese sushi bars don't serve much else. They offer miso soup if you want something hot. If you want more than that, go to another place. In the US, sushi restaurants offer a whole range of Japanese cuisine. You can have tempura, teriyaki, rice bowls, and more. 7. In Japan, you don't get your own wasabi. The wasabi is already added onto your sushi. In fact, the amount of wasabi varies according to the type of fish. In the US, wasabi is often mixed into the soy sauce. This is never done in Japan. On the other hand, real wasabi is insanely expensive. It's only available in upscale places in Japan. The rest of the world gets colored horseradish.